Welcome WCC fans to Inside the WCC. With us today is Ky Snyder, the Executive Director of Athletics at the University of San Diego. USD captured its second consecutive West Coast Conference Commissioner's Cup, given to the top overall athletic department in the conference. Welcome, Ky, and congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Again, congratulations on winning the Commissioner's Cup. Was this one of your goals as an athletic department at the beginning of the season?
Yes, it is. We set a number of different goals, and one of them is to win the Commissioner's Cup on an annual basis.
Now, winning the Commissioner's Cup once is quite the accomplishment, but to win the award in back-to-back seasons is an amazing feat. Can you talk a little about winning the Commissioner's Cup in back-to-back seasons, and how much does that mean to the program?
Well, what we want to, we're building our program right now, and the way that we're able to judge that is if we are competing for conference championships on a regular basis. And if we're doing that, then we should be in a pretty good place to be able to win the Commissioner's Cup. So the two goals kind of go hand in hand for each of our programs. So I think this just, I think it exemplifies the dedication and the work that our student athletes and our coaches have put into the efforts of being competitive at the conference level.
Now, every year it seems to be a very competitive race for the Commissioner's Cup. This year was no different, with just a point and a half separating San Diego with runner-up San Francisco. With 8 highly successful, like-minded institutions, can you talk about the competitive nature and camaraderie that the Commissioner's Cup brings to the WCC?
Yeah, I think it's a fun little trophy that we have for the conference. Certainly. Everybody in this conference is very competitive, and everyone is building their programs. They want to be able to demonstrate that they're the best in this league, and if you're the best in the league in the West Coast Conference, then you're successful on the national scale as well. And I think that's what you're starting to see from our conference as a whole. That as a whole, we're getting more and more national recognition, and the conference just keeps growing.
Now, in addition to winning the overall Commissioner's Cup for the second straight year, San Diego also won the Women's All Sports Award for the second consecutive year. From the beginning of the year, with the league championship in volleyball, your women's sports programs continue to perform at a very high level. Can you talk about winning the Women's All Sports Award for the second straight season and the job done by your women's coaches?
Well, we're very proud of our women's coaches this year and our student athletes there. They really did have a fantastic year. It began with Jen Petrie in the women's volleyball program. They won their 3rd straight West Coast Conference title, and we have not had another sport be able to win 3 state conference championships. So we're really proud of that program. And in women's soccer, I mean, arguably, women's soccer in the West Coast Conference is the top or one of the top conferences in the country. And you know, you've got to be really good to be in the top 3 in our conference. And finishing second, I thought, was great by our girls this year. Made it to the second round of the NCAA tournament, and Ada Greenwood and all those young ladies just did a great job and had a terrific season. And just continued on with women's basketball playing in the conference championship game this year, and women's tennis, and our rowing program. It continues to get better and better. So I think we're in a good place with our women's programs right now, but again, not where we want to be, but we're definitely heading the right direction.
Now, kind of building on that, where does the winning the Commissioner's Cup stand in your overall vision for the USD athletic program, and where do you hope to see the program go from here?
Well, we want to be able to compete for the Commissioner's Cup on a regular basis. We may not win it every year, but we want to be there in a position to be able to win it on an annual basis. And I think if we're doing that, then we've got a broad-based program, and we're having success with our team. So that's always going to be a goal that we'll seek to achieve.
Now, lastly, I know you guys have barely had the opportunity to celebrate winning the Commissioner's Cup, but have you thought about winning your 3rd straight cup, and what would that take to continue your success?
Well, you know, I look at goals like this, and they have little parts to it. So it begins with our fall sports programs, and for them to have a strong year, which means the commitment and the dedication by the student athletes during the course of the summer to get stronger, to get faster, and excel at their sport, and all doing that while making sure that their academics are in great place, and that is also another focus that we have all the time, is making sure that we're doing it the right way. So it starts with the training this summer, and we'll see where it goes from there.
Well, thank you, Ky, for joining us today. We appreciate you taking the time to sit down with us. And again, congratulations on winning the 2008-09 WCC Commissioner's Cup.
Thank you.
That does it for this edition of Inside the WCC. Fans, log on to WCCSports.com for your latest news, videos, podcasts, and exclusive merchandise.